So working on these lights that I'm going to hang from the ceiling, and I just measured off how much chain I need to bring it down from the ceiling. It looks like about 4 foot from the ceiling down, and then each one of these chains I'm going to get a foot, and then also need a bunch of S-hooks. So I'm going to go get that stuff, and hopefully I can get these put together. Still have to paint this one up. Been selling quite a few of these stickers. Should be getting those mailed out. Won't be today. Hopefully tomorrow. I was a little unprepared with postage, envelopes, that kind of thing. So gonna get those all put together hopefully later on today and get them in the mail to all of you tomorrow. And if you'd like to get a Fox Shop sticker of your own, that link is in the description down below. And away we go. Okay, so I just got back and got about 30 foot of chain, some, well, not exactly S hooks, but closed X hooks, and they'll work. So I am going to, first I'm going to get these out, see if they're going to work fitting through these holes. They should, because these kind of sort of worked. So I'm going to do that right now. I may attach one end of this up on the ceiling, get the length where I want it, and see about hanging that. I have to get lights in it yet, and I don't have a power adapter for it, although I can hook it up to a battery just to test it out. And then probably later on this afternoon, get this cleaned up and painted up, and do the same with that one. Right, Jesse? So here's what I've got so far. I have this hung up there, and I think that's gonna work. Put one here, and then put another one right over in here somewhere. So now I need to pull this back down, and we'll get some of these LED lights in there. Not sure how many I'm gonna need, probably at least a couple of strips in there, maybe 3, maybe 4. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit. So I have one strip of LEDs in that valve cover, and that's how bright it is. I think that might be enough. So I'll get that put in there and hang it up, and we'll see how it looks. So I have this first light hung up, and I have it hooked up here so I can hook it up to a battery. I don't have a power supply yet, and I thought the adapter I had would fit in this, but it doesn't. So I clipped some wires. Anyway, it'll run off of a battery, and it doesn't give off a tremendous amount of light, but it might be just enough. Whoops. So that helps lighten it up some. I know when I'm over here working on stuff sometimes it's just a little bit too dark. So with this light, that will help, and also there will be another light right over here, but it does make a difference. It's not a horribly bright light. You can see, even in the dark, it's not real bright, but it does help. And I'm not sure if that battery's fully charged. I could try another one, but I think those lights are either going to be on or off. So I did find a battery that actually had, so this is a little over 12 volts, but I don't think it makes much difference. I think it does help. It's not overpowering, and just when you're working over here, it gives you a little extra light just for seeing things. It always seemed like it was a little dark over here. I don't know, I'll see how that goes, especially when I have another light up, and maybe I'll have to put a second light strip in there. So it's the next day. Last night I got this one cleaned up, painted up. Not the smoothest paint in the world. Right in here, that's pretty nice right there. It's a little bumpy over here. This valve cover was starting to get a little rusty, and then the inside got all cleaned up, and painted silver. So right now I'm just trying to get the next two chains spaced out right, ready to go. And I ended up putting 2 LED strips. I don't know if I can tilt this very good. If you can see, that's kind of a mess because I've done it about 3 times. Put 2 LED strips in it. Had to connect them together. And that seems to give off a little more light, but not too much. So that's what I'm going to do with the second one as well. Well, George just decided he was going to come in and join us, and Jesse doesn't quite know what to think about that. But I just got that other, well, it's not quite a light yet, the other valve cover all hung up over here. Darn guys, we're fighting over here. I had to give George his own bowl. So I'm going to pull this one back down. I got to wire up the LED lights in there. And not exactly sure where I'm going to have the power cord come out. I guess I'll have it come out here. I was going to put the PCV valve back in there. Now I'll figure it out, not a big deal. I did just order the power supplies about an hour ago or so. However, I forgot to order one for the light that I put up under here. So probably going to get back online and do that. I did try stringing some like right up under here. And I think it would be okay if you put a little piece of wood out in front of it, like maybe some quarter round or something like that. Otherwise, it does kind of look like, somebody commented it's going to start to look like a club or something in here if I leave it exposed. And that was my concern as well, but I think if you cover the front of it, it lights it up fairly decent. So I may do that, although I used a lot of my lights, cut up some. Been a while since I worked with these, kind of forgot how you had to cut them and wire them. Anyway, I guess I got quite a bit left on this one. I might be able to experiment with that. As far as the red truck goes, I drove it probably, I don't know, 60, 70 miles yesterday, and it's still running like it has been. Going down the road, once you get up to speed, it's not too bad, but you give it a little bit of gas and it gets that shaky back in it. I'm starting to think maybe I ought to try selling that truck, see what I could get out of it, and I'm thinking about a Bronco. Just can't go spending a lot of money on a Bronco and then putting a lot of money back into a Bronco to fix it up. So finding a good candidate might be a bit of a challenge, but I think we can do it. Also just went down and renewed my P.O. box, which of course reminds me, send in your license plates for the license plate wall, fan mail, anything else you want to send in. Address is in the description below. I also just sent off the first batch of channel stickers. Those just went out about an hour ago, so if you ordered a sticker, you should be getting it in the next few days. And the link to get your very own channel sticker from the Fox shop, or a hoodie, t-shirt, zipper hoodie, and some new things will be coming. That link, that's down in the description also. Also gonna give a shout out to 3 channels right now. Oh heck, let's make it 4. All of these will be linked down in the description, and the first one is going to be Central Oregon Shenanigans. They're trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark by January, or by February 18th or 20th, somewhere right in there. I think it's February 20th. There's some YouTube stuff going on, and they would like to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark before February 20th and all this stuff goes down. James and Kyle are always up to something over there, and they are going to be working on a Bronco here shortly as well. I believe it's a 1978 Bronco. Currently they're finishing up on a Jeep, They're always doing something. James also just bought well, he doesn't have it yet, I don't think, but he purchased a flatbed to go on his Super Duty. Head over to James and Kyle's channel, Central Oregon Shenanigans, and if you like what you see over there, hit that subscribe button. Speaking of Central Oregon Shenanigans, they actually came from another channel, Johnson's Garage. A lot of you are probably familiar with that channel. He does Ford truck stuff as well. Currently he's working on an Explorer, going to be doing a 5-speed swap in that. Go check his channel out. If you like it there, hit that subscribe button. Another channel I'm going to shout out to is Junebug Hadley. He doesn't post a whole lot of videos, but I think he's thinking of doing more. He does a lot of custom paint work and a variety of different things. Real cool guy. He is also an administrator on our Facebook page, OBS Revolution, which you can check that out as well. But head over to Junebug's channel, and if you like what you see there, again, hit that subscribe button. And last but not least, I'm going to give a shout out to Ghostma of Ghostma Vlogs. I've been watching his stuff for quite a while. His channel is still pretty small. He does a wide variety of things, from cooking to just hanging out in the garage, drinking beer, riding four-wheelers, working on trucks. Just as his channel name says, it's more of a vlog, not anything real specific. But he has some good stuff on his channel. I always find it entertaining. And he is desperately trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark by February 20th as well. He has the watch time. If you aren't familiar with all this stuff, you can search it. There's new rules for smaller channels. To be monetized, you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of watch hours within the last 365 days. He has the watch time, but he needs the subscribers to stay monetized. So he is really trying hard to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. Head over to Ghostma's channel, and if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button. All 4 of those channels will be linked down in the description, along with the link for my channel stickers, hoodies, all that good stuff. Not terrible out today. It's supposed to be in the lower 40s, I believe. And then the next, let's see, the next 2 or 3 days, I think it's supposed to be right up around 50 or above. And then I think I saw there's a day next week where it's supposed to be almost 60. Gonna be shorts and t-shirt weather. Be nice if it would just kind of warm up for the remainder of the winter, next month and a half or so. And the project truck, well, the red truck, may get it out in the next video. I haven't really had a lot of truck action going on the last couple of videos, and been thinking of doing something with that. Also maybe getting the green truck out here shortly. I think it's about time she gets out and stretches her legs a little bit. So I'm gonna get these lights all wired up. Well, this one's ready to go, just needs to be plugged in. That one I've got to put the strips in it yet, and then it'll be ready. Get them all going, and they should be functional in my next video. So I think that's gonna do it. If you did order a channel sticker, it should be arriving shortly, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.